Do you know anyone that's maybe struggling financially at or below the poverty line, or maybe homeless?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, many people are struggling.
Yeah, I do.
I myself
Yes.
Now, let's say hypothetically that person committed suicide because of the financial pressures. How would that make you feel?
One of my best friends about 2 years ago committed suicide, and in any situation, it's very sad.
Obviously terrible.
Horrible, horrendous.
Would that be sad?
Yes. Life is worth living.
I don't think anybody should be put in a situation like that where, they're not going to live because of their circumstances.
Nobody wants to see someone else suffering if they're in their right mind.
Especially for like money. So you're saying death shouldn't be the solution to someone not having money they should get.
Absolutely.
Should death ever be a solution for financial?
No.
Why?
There's always ways.
If I personally get a chance, I would love to help someone, like whatever I can. I'm not like rich, but I would love to help someone, like to save the life. I would do anything to save someone's life, of course.
Why is that?
That's the best thing you can do.
There's a woman in financial peril or in trouble, has no money, no one to help her, and she's pregnant. Should the same rule apply? Should death be an option, or should people rally around her? She finds kind of organizations or programs that can maybe help her. To be consistent with what you said about life being important, we should do anything we can to help her.
I mean, since she's pregnant, it's not one life. There are 2 lives to be saved.
It would be logically consistent, therefore, that if a woman was financially burdened and she was pregnant, for her to try to fight to keep that child and have her community surround her instead of just killing the baby, right?
Yeah, that's what I would suggest, yeah.
Well, I was there, but I had my child.
Well, why?
Because it's not the child's fault that I'm pregnant, and she should have an opportunity to have a life. And so, yeah, I left the boyfriend and I had my child.
And you and your child are okay?
She's great.
She's in college.
She's amazing.
Awesome.
You have options. You can do it. Living proof.
My mom was a single mom.
Yeah.
She chose not to have an abortion, and she chose to have me.
How does that make you feel?
I am so grateful that she did. If I'm being honest, as the child, as the result of a non-abortion, if she needed, or if she felt in the moment like she wanted to abort me and she wanted to try and find a life for herself, establish a life before she had a child, I would support that, even if it meant that I'm not here right now.
Well, you would come through some other way.
Yeah.
You would come through.
I'm glad you're here. You would say if a woman was financially burdened, she should keep her child and not abort it just because she doesn't have money?
I think that's a personal choice.
So could you unpack that, maybe how that's a little bit different from the first scenario where it's like you know this person, right? And then it would be sad if that person did that.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of politics.
Should we have the same responsibility to rally around this woman? You know what I mean? So that she doesn't feel like she's forced to have an abortion. She can have the child, and death shouldn't be an option for financial inconveniences.
Yes. I think that's why we're all here together. And as easy as this was to interact with each other now, it's as easy as it is to reach out a hand and our creative community. Sometimes there's just things that people don't know. They don't believe that we would even have this conversation for their concern. And we would, and we should. So yes, I do believe we should do that and be there for that person, and whatever it takes.